now let's review. We've got 4 positions on Dumog on the right hand and 4 on the left hand. We have the inner forearm, the outer forearm, the inner humerus, and the outer humerus. Then to get on the other hand, we just trap from a backhand line and we do the same thing. So now that we've worked off of the limbs, we're going to trap the limbs up and work off the head. I'm going to stay in Hubud just for continuity. Okay, so we're doing Hubud, but I want to get his limbs strapped up. So I'm going to come here, boom, and have that. Now I've got the head. The head is your best Dumog position, bar none. There's 4 ways you can move the head. The first way is backwards. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling this way. When you pull, you're using your lats and your stomach muscles to get a pulling effect. You're not using your bicep. So let me put you on this side for the angle. Okay, so we're doing Hubud here. When I come to here, boom, that's when I would do that. This is the pull to get him to come in. Normally that would be into a headbutt. That's another tape. But right now we're just pulling. The other direction I can go when I get the arms pinned up is the push. So as we're doing Hubud, I want to get the hands strapped up, so I'll come here and here, but then I just walk that way. So I can pull or I can push. This is the 2 main positions on the head. So let's look at it again. We come here to here. Here to loosen him up a little bit and just walk him. The other direction is to pull him. So now we have 2 more directions left. Turning right and turning left. You don't want to muscle the guy. He could have a big neck. And unless you loosen him up here, he could be fighting you. So you twist. As you twist, this is when you're walking it. You want him this way, boom. Just like the steering wheel to a car. If I walk this way, we go back to Hubud again. Wherever you have the head, you have the body. The key is to get the hands trapped up. We're going to do it out of Hubud. Keep that continuity. Okay, so we go 1, 2, and then go here. And then go right back out to Hubud again. Okay, or I can go 1, 2, and boom, and just pull this way. The key is that we have complete control of the body when we're going. Then what we can do is we can go from the arm, go back out to here, go back into Hubud again, come back around this way, boom, and use the head. This way we've got control of the body, moving him. Then all we do is we start to insert the tools in between the Dumog. Now what we just did was cover a few Dumog positions out of Hubud. Let me show you how they're applied. Let's do. Okay, if we're in this reference point here, once again, this is our position. Boom, this is our pull. We control him this way. If we work off this hand, it's the same thing. All we're wanting to do is just move the body. Move the body from point A to point B, and then put in the elbows, put in the knees, put in the headbutts. Those are the insertions that go in between the pulls of the Dumog. This is the key. Dumog will increase the power of your elbow by putting your opponent in position. You're not having to reach. Now that we understand the basics of the body, the basic choke points, what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate each position. To make this a little bit more combative, we're going to put boxing gloves on the opponent. So we're going to put ourselves in one of those reference points in which we would do a Dumog position. The only difference is now our opponent's going to actually be trying to hit us. This isn't combat yet. We're not sparring yet. We're not even putting in our tools. We're just allowing him to hit us. What we have to do now is we have to use the element of energy and sensitivity to pull it off. So the techniques alone won't cover it. We need the attribute of sensitivity. And the only way to get that is to throw gloves on somebody and let him actually do it. Now what we just did was we showed you the Dumog positions out of Hubud. Let me just take the body and isolate the body and show you the choke points on the body. Let's do. First of all, if he locks out an arm here, and this is rigid, and if I push, notice I'm going to affect the whole body because it's rigid. The whole body is moving. So what he wants to do is just bend right here. This is where he'll give. If this happens, this occurs in the fight, now we go to this line. This is the next way to affect the body. If at this point, when I'm pushing this line, I feel an energy, I feel a fight, as soon as I start to go, well, now I just borrow it to go that way. So that's really what Dumog is you're touching the body and you're feeling an energy, and from that feeling, that's when you're deciding to go that way or that way. Once we get to the head, it's the same thing. If I start to push this way and he fights me here, well, I'm just going to take it and shift it back around. That's why I'm going back up this way. If I send it to here, now I'm in a perfect Tai Chi position. But the whole concept is we want to be able to move his body. We have to be able to feel his energy and then, boom, make the appropriate adjustments.